Hello. In this video we're going to show you how to add a customer to QuickBooks Online. So here we are on the dashboard, QuickBooks Online. All you have to do is move over to the left hand side and put your cursor over the invoicing menu. Then it will bring up a little sub menu to the right hand side of that, and what we're going to do is click on customers. And once in customers, we're going to go over to this side of the screen and click on new customer. All that then presents itself is just a list of boxes that we just want to work through and fill in as much information as possible. It might not seem relevant at this point in time to fill in all the boxes, but it becomes really useful further down the line when you're raising sales invoices or you're trying to find a contact number for a customer, all that sort of stuff really. So I'm just going to work through each one of these boxes and show you an example of the kind of information that it needs in there. So title, in this instance we'll do Mrs. First name, new, good customer. All I'm doing is pressing tab, which is why you'll not see my mouse cursor move, but I can quite easily just click in the boxes as well. We're going to call this a good customer 2 limited, and just keep pressing tab. One of the most important boxes when you're adding a customer to QuickBooks is the email address. Basically, QuickBooks is all paperless focus, so it means that when you're raising a sales invoice or you want to get in touch with your clients, it's going to use this email address as its primary communication method. So it's really important at this point that we get an email in there. So if we just drop one in there, and fill in a few other details just so we've got some information if we ever need to get in touch with these guys. And lastly, the address. Again, it might not seem very important at this point, but when you're going to send an invoice in the future or in a later video, all this information is pulled from this one screen and then just flows through into the invoice that you've just created. So drop some information in there. And that's pretty much it. There's not much more information you would need or I would recommend to put through at this point. Certainly if you've got some very specific details, then perhaps you'd probably want to move on to this section here, the Notes tab, just to put in some information there. I think I tend to see a lot of our clients putting information about when their customer is available for phone typically, or what hours they work, that sort of information really. And a few other tabs just to let you know what they are whilst we're here. If you've got some VAT numbers or VAT reference or unique taxpayer reference numbers, certainly drop those in here while we can. Payments and billing, another useful tab. If you don't want to apply the default billing days to this new customer that you've got, so let's say for example you have 15 days as standard of your payment terms. With this being a new customer, you might want to go in here and sort of tweak the days to net 30 or net 1 or net 7, something like that, just until you build up a bit of a rapport with the customer, and then they can therefore change the payment terms then. After that, that's pretty much it. All we have to do is click on save, and that will save and bring you into this new customer. Just to give you an idea of how to get back to it, what we'll do is we'll just move over here to invoicing, click on customers, and then they should appear in your list further down here. So this being Mrs. New Good Customer, it goes in alphabetical order, and there she is. So if we click on that, we can always get back to the information about this customer. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers.